podcast and media network, where voices rise, stories shine, and purpose meets the world.
Welcome to the crew. Come on in. This is where it starts. We are the change. We are the change. Right here in our heart. Welcome home, welcome through. There's a place for you. The crew around the world, lifting every voice too. We make space for the voiceless, hope for the undeserved. Real talk, real stories. Every voice deserves to be heard. Streaming live, we on the move. Facebook, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. From the mic to the nations, we build transformation. Change begins with us. Faith, purpose, power, trust. Seen around the world tonight. That crew shining bright. Come on in and this is where it starts. We are the change. We are the...
They told me no. Too blind, too broken, too late, too different, too loud, too ambitious. But every no pushed me closer to purpose. Now I'm chasing the yes. To keep revival, built from the dirt, but I still rose higher. Walking through storms, but I still kept fire. They said my dreams were way too big, said I should quit, said this was it, but every closed door made me stronger. Every setback only made my vision larger. I got purpose running through my veins, breaking every curse, every chain.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Chasing the Yes. This is Aleatha Robinson. I hope you guys are having a great day today. We have an amazing show tonight. We have an amazing show tonight. We have Javon Cobb, Gifted J3 in the building. This story right here is going to be one that is inspiring, amazing, and full of the glory of God, because you get to understand and hear for yourself that God is still in the healing business. He's still in the miracle business. He's still in just him being him in the business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited to introduce Javon Cobb to you guys today.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm blessed.
That's good. Me too.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you came on. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
thank you.
Absolutely. So, I want to get to know some things about you, and of course, the audience does. So, can you tell me about your story and how you got here?
Right. How I got here is by the grace of God. Well, I'm here to even tell a story. Um, because He saved me. I'm saying He saved me from just from my health battle I've been dealing with high blood pressure and you know, chronic kidney disease that I'm dealing with. So I'm here for that. I didn't think I had a story to tell though,
Yeah,
but I do.
most people don't. They don't feel like they do, and most people don't feel like other people want to hear a story. But that's why we're here. That's the reason why we have overcome some things in our lives. So, yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Javon, tell us who you are and what does Gifted J3 mean to you and what does it represent?
Okay. My name is Javon Cobb. I was born in Homestead on the military base there. I moved to Panama. Well, my family moved to Panama and was raised there like from sixth grade to when I graduated. So kind of fast forward a little bit. The name came from just me being blessed and was gifted and chosen to still be here to speak and to tell my story. I hope it can touch somebody. So that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so what led you into the trucking industry and what kept you there for 26 years?
Right. Okay. Like I said again, bad relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it was tugging at me to. I know I had to get out the street life some way, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? And that breakup, and I had a homie that came to me, rest in peace, and he put me on in the trucker world. You know what I'm saying? Just to ride and just to see and travel and see different places. And learn a lot. Just going to different distribution centers and where they make salt. I mean, all kind of places. So that was got me into the trucking, and I just kind of stayed in from that point.
Okay, okay, okay. So you dealt with a bad breakup and you didn't really have a plan on what you wanted to do with your life. Your
I
friend
did.
was like, "Hey, I'm in trucking. Come ride with me."
Hmm.
You got to see what the ins and outs was, what he
Right,
did, and
right,
you was like, "Yes, I want to do that."
right. That's pretty much sums it up correctly. Yep, that's just how it went. I mean, yeah, that just summed it like that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know what I was gonna be about, and it's so funny because like when I went through trucking school back in 2000, I had the downshift. Didn't know how to do that at all. So I just to float the gears. Now floating the gears is just kind of like you gotta read your RPMs and just put it in gear without doing double clutch or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of already had it in me and
Okay,
didn't realize I did. You know,
okay, okay.
gears with me like these new truckers, they don't have the gears. It's gas and brake.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, that would have been me because I would have been able to be. I could do it. I could
Right.
do a 5 or a
So
60,
easy.
whatever the case may be. I could do them, but 18, no, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I ain't gonna lie. And be
Right.
real. Okay, so people often, I gotta read, and I ain't got no glasses on, y'all. The paper is right here. I promise. so, people often see freedom of trucking, but they don't always see the sacrifices. What were some of the biggest physical and mental challenges, um, and emotional challenges that you faced being on the road?
Well, like I say, the things that a lot of truckers don't see is like the sacrifice we make, plus like being away from home, being away from your family if you have it. If you don't have kids, it's kind of like a perfect career for you. If you like to travel and drive and all that, it's a perfect career for you if you like that. But when you got other things going on, it makes it very, very complicated.
Okay. Okay. And so, what about mental stress? Is it stressful mentally and is it
Yes,
stressful
it is.
emotionally?
Yes, because the that part, what I'm saying, the stress of that, because it's like a hurry up and wait. We have to get the load on our back. We gotta hurry up and get somewhere. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the traffic and these brokers, they just call us like spam callers. You know what I mean? Just that be the emotional part of that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they always bother you when you're trying to sleep. They bother you try to drive. Excuse me. So that's the part of that. That emotional stress from that, just from the brokers, and because you got to be on time, and then when you get there, they waste your time. Now you just sitting there waiting for them to get unloaded. You're like, dang, I still got to go here. I said I go there, and I ain't got no sleep yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that people don't really see. You know what I mean? That we go through. You know what I'm saying? And then we get to see everybody else get ready to clock out, go home, and we still out here. You know what I'm saying? They complain about working local jobs. I'm like, man, what is that? Y'all home every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hold too much pressure. They need to be a trucker. So they can
Right.
learn how to balance all of that, balance their emotions and their feelings and everything like that.
Yeah. So another question just popped into my head. So, and I always, thought of this. I always have because I'm the type of person to just be like, okay, so if I wasn't able to get that, or if I wouldn't have been able to go to the store, like a lot of people don't understand how essential truckers really are, right?
Right.
So
Right.
if we walk in the store right now, I ain't gonna say a big brand name, but the big brand names. If we walk in the store and go get some tissue or some toothpaste, really the truckers is the reason why we can get that stuff because there are bays in the back of these big brand stores where these trucks pull up and they have to unload. So if it wasn't for those truckers, you know what I mean? So when we went through that whole situation where basically the whole country shut down, really you guys are the reason why we stayed afloat because
Right.
of
Correct.
you guys. So that was that I want you to speak to that because I think a lot of people don't really pay attention or at heart understand how important truckers really are and what you guys go through. So can you speak from your heart about how we are so mindless of not knowing, you know what I'm saying, the things that we get,
Right.
and how hard you guys really do work?
Right. That's a lot. Like we don't have like trucker appreciation weeks or not even a trucker appreciation day. You know what I mean? But oh yeah, like stuff runs out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody notice like when stuff runs out, who brings it? You know what I mean? I was in that strike deal with the other owner operators when we tried to go on strike and try to get all the truckers to try to shut down, but it was not successful just because there's more company drivers than there's owner operators. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take a whole village of us to do that. But I started looking like, man, my money's starting to fall short. Yeah. I can't continue to do this here with y'all. But you know what I mean? Like I had to get back out there. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of emotional stress. Like even with truckers, they go through that and they be like, man, like people don't notice what we do, and they get angry with the government. They get angry with the governor and just want to just go and just try to run them over. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of emotions with truckers, that we go through on that tip, because we don't get noticed enough. You know what I'm saying? Until everything runs out. Like even during COVID, you know what I'm saying? Like I was full fledged COVID all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like my trip never stopped. I used to run. I was running, and I wouldn't. The police wouldn't even stop us. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a reefer unit. Of course, that's food grade, so as long as we ride that, they never stopped us. But they stop everybody else now and shut you down on the side of the road. You know what I mean? Because
Also,
you're not
wait,
important.
let me stop you real quick. So, what you were talking about is a refrigerated truck that had those type of goods in it. They wouldn't stop you
Yes,
guys because that was like super essential because you had to get that to the stores.
correct.
Okay.
Because food was running out too. You know what I'm saying? Like food was running out. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the truckers, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't take those loads because they're afraid of the weather or they're afraid of the mountain grade. There's a lot of stuff they're afraid of. You know what I mean? A lot of truckers talk that big talk like they out there like that, but nah, it's a lot of mountain grade that you got to deal with, especially when you're like 80,000 pounds, you're loaded. Sometimes you still overloaded, but when you like that weight of that truck, you know what I'm saying, like, and going in the mountains, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of those truckers that knew the job had to be did, so I get out there and we just do the job with my nephew, and we got out there and just got it done. I think we even had COVID. You know what I'm saying? Even at that time, we still fighting it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm, mm.
Trying to keep him up at times, and I wake him up. You know what I'm saying? After his little 10-hour break, that's you got to get up. You know what I'm saying? You know you can't sleep that long. I can't let
Yeah,
you sleep all day long. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Oh, get up. He get up, man. And yeah, man, let's go get it. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
can't rest like that. You slept now.
yeah.
And he
It's-
sleep his old 10-hour break. Let the whole team.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
that part of that a lot of people really don't really understand that. You know what I'm saying? You see them doing this, you see little kids doing this, they want us to blow the horn. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, but hey,
yeah, they
we
don't
still don't really
understand
get
that.
acknowledged. Kids acknowledge that of us.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so and then this is another off-putting question, but um can you explain the difference between an owner operator and a company truck driver?
Company truck driver,
Hmm.
correct. Owner operator, it's a lot of different levels to that. It's owner operator, they got lease drivers. You know what I'm saying? Owner operator would be considered owning the truck. I mean, you still make your payments on it, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But you hold sole responsibility of everything. Fuel, you gotta pay your fuel tax. You gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindset to that, even as a lease driver, because you're leasing the truck through maybe a company you work for. You know what I'm saying? So the truck really can't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm,
can't like say, okay, I'm tired of working here. Let me take my truck somewhere else. No, owner operators can do that. We the ones that can just go bounce around where we feel like we need to go bounce around at and see where you know what I'm saying? That's where the chasing the money part comes in at, because that's what we have to do. So, owner operator might job hop a lot, you know what I'm saying? But that's just normal. That's gonna look crazy on your application, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you got all the different jobs on there.
yeah.
It's gonna look crazy, but that's just what we do, you know what I'm saying? That's the sacrifice we put in every day when we get in that truck and sit in that driver's seat. And before we get ready to pull off, that's just how it is with us.
And then what about
Company driver
the
got to, I'm sorry, company driver got to, they have to stay connected to whatever company they're at, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't like that because you don't get that much time off, you know what I'm saying? You stay out there a week or so, and then they only let you get off 2 days. You got to stay out there 2 weeks and get maybe three, you know what I'm saying? So your days still get less days every day, you know what I'm saying? So you don't really have home time. When you get home, you're sleepy. You know what I mean? You want to go to sleep.
yeah,
And
yeah.
me, I used to cut my phone off when I go home. I
So
want to
you
answer the
able
phone.
because you on an operator, you can set your own schedule, you set your own hours, you do, you know what I mean? Not saying that you're not gonna do, but I'm saying like you set them, but
Yeah,
truck,
you set your
truck,
own pace, yeah.
but the
You still gotta
company,
get the load there though. That's the most important
yeah,
part. As
yeah,
long as the
yeah,
load get there, they good. Now they be bothering you, but you gotta get the load there too. So yeah, you can set your own
yeah.
thing up how you need to set it up.
Okay, okay, all right, and then so when your health began to change, what was the experience like? What was that experience like? And how did it change your perspective on life?
Well, when the health started to change, man, I really didn't understand the change. I mean, my mind was still wired one way, so I really didn't understand the change when my health started declining because I really didn't pay that no attention. Hard hit, that's what I was, and I wasn't paying that no attention. I was still just trying to do what I need to do as far as being a trucker, as far as being a father, trying to take care of my fam, and learn the business part of just trucking in general. So I think after 26 years of me doing what I did, I learned how to become a business person. I learned to be business minded. I learned how to, do the right thing. But it all came with failure too. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of folk don't like to. That's one thing I feel like social media don't put on there. That nobody don't put up there like the failures of trucking. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I got this money. I made this check. You know,
Mhm.
that's where they
Mhm.
go at with it. So I think that attracted a lot of people to the trucking world that don't understand. You know what I mean? And it's sad.
I think that that's what would separate you and make you an amazing coach for truckers because you know the woes of the business and you can tell them like, listen, yeah, you can make good money out there, you can make very good money out there, but you got to take care of your health, like, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And I'm an example of that, and so I think that that would be wonderful if you just went out and told your story and you know I think that you would be very beneficial to a lot of truckers out there. And I don't think you know how important you really are and why you're still here. Like you have an assignment. That's why this is called what it's called. That's why your episode is called what it's called. A story of God's glory because he blessed you to still be here on purpose. So can we go into a little bit of what you went through health wise and how you are here today?
Right. Okay. Health wise, okay. I kept on getting swole. Like I lost a lot of weight. I kept getting swole just from bad habits, bad eating. Um, until like I feel like I'm gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Like my body just said like, hey, I had enough. My kidney was like, hey, bro, we can't process all this. You know what I'm saying? So my throat dried out a lot. I'm thinking I was just dehydrated. So I used to drink like 3 gallons of water a day. I mean, the first gallon, I'm like, dang, my mouth still dry. Like, ain't no way that mouth can still be dry after the first gallon. You know what I mean? And I went to dumping another one in. So I was just, my body just was overloaded with fluids and all kind of processed foods and the laziness mentality I kind of had. You know what I'm saying? So all that played a factor in that. You know what I'm saying? And then what I went through, as far as just with the stroke, that really changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like God took me down memory lane. I was down memory lane for this whole 7 days, like just seeing everything in my life differently, things I could have did differently, or even some scenes of my future. You know what I mean? And I seen that too. You know, before I was touched. You know what I'm saying? In the hospital, in the middle of my forehead, uh, I seen the hand of God come down on me. It was real crazy how that happened because it's like a big hand. Just I seen the finger and the pointer finger coming down to my forehead, and knowing doggone well my forehead wasn't that big like that. You know what I'm saying? It just coming out the side of me like I'm looking like, okay, well, what's going on? What's going to happen now? And I was being forced through a hologram waterfall, and I didn't want to go in there. To me, I thought it was a Grand Reaper. You know what I'm saying? Because he had like a staff or something in his hand, and that's not God, but this is the other side. I'm assuming the bad side taking souls in the hospital. Like I heard all kind of people in the hospital dying. I hear the little beeps and alarms and things go off in there. I'm like, man, this thing's real. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not going in that waterfall. So I leaned my head back to push myself away from it. And then when I did that, I seen a red light. And it just beamed down out the sky and hit me right in the middle of the forehead. And then when that happened, I woke up. And I looked over at my dad, and he just had this little, like, how he survived, and he's up, and he's breathing. Well, I wasn't breathing. The thing was still breathing from me, but I just had my eyes open, just looking like, man, my mouth was wired shut. I couldn't talk. You know what I mean? So that's when I knew I was chosen to even still be here, because my family's actually planning my funeral, and they was gonna get ready to like pull the plug on me and everything. So that's why they was looking crazy, and I just couldn't do nothing but just look at them. So the doctors came in and said, "Hey, we gotta take the ventilator out. You know, he's breathing. I mean, his eyes are open. He's turning his head. He's looking around." So yeah, that experience changed my life. You know what I mean? To where I'm at now. So yeah, it's just coming back from that.
So, for those of y'all that don't know, We're from the same city, but I ain't know none of that. Like you just said, I ain't know none of that. We're from the same city. I've been knowing Javon since middle school. So, but I ain't know none of that. I didn't know any of that. So if y'all see me, my bad if I had my mouth wide open, cause I didn't know none of that. Um, so, but I know how powerful the Most High is. I know how miracles are happening every day, and a lot of people do not believe. They don't trust. They don't think that they could be chosen or already are chosen and have a mission or an assignment for their lives, but he does it every day. He touches people every day. He heals people every day, and I know you got to be honored to be used to be here,
Appreciate that.
yeah, yeah, yes, absolutely. So if you could sit down with your younger self, younger Javon, who had just started trucking, what advice would you give him about health, family, and life?
Well, if I could have sat down myself young like that, I mean, I know it's gonna be hard head, so it's kind of like I'm gonna be talking to myself like, okay, hey man, you just need to slow down and do this, or you need to pump the brakes and not eat all this processed food. I know it's good, I like it too, you know what I'm saying, but we can't keep doing our bodies like that. What I mean, we got to take care of our bodies. You know what I'm saying, we got to take care of our mental. Our body's a temple. We got to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line to it. I mean, if you don't take care of it, it ain't gonna take care of you after a while.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. How did your experience lead you to create Gifted J3? And what impact are you hoping to make now?
Uh, Jay Shine Trucking was my first one, right? That still included my kids too. Like my kids always been my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? To let me go harder. To get out there and do what I need to do for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking them to be truckers. That's why I steered my boys away from that. Both of them actually went to the military. Um, my daughter's one I kind of still got to keep a hold on to. But yeah, it's just a lot that came with that. And a lot of my experience, even just being a trucker. You know what I'm saying? It's very emotional. I mean, I don't know a trucker that would say that's not. You know what I mean? Because it is. We have different challenges every day. Every day. Every day's always a different challenge. If you have the same challenge, then guess what? You get your tail up out that truck. Go sit down somewhere. Period.
Right,
Because
right.
when you feel like you know more in the trucking world or whatever, then it's time to get out of it. Go find something else to do.
Yeah, when you think you know it all.
Right. Because you ain't
Yeah.
gonna never know it all. Every day's just a different challenge. Like I don't drove flatbed. I don't drove the refrigerated trailers. I don't drove tankers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't did it all. I just didn't do the doubles and triples, but what I'm saying, I had it on my license. You know what I'm saying? I drove all different trucks in the trucking industry. You know what I
What is
mean?
a double and triple? Because I don't know what that is.
Well, double and triple, it's like a truck pulling like two trailers behind it. Okay,
Oh,
like maybe like you see FedEx. You see FedEx with the two little trailers behind it.
oh
And then,
yeah.
like if you go up north, like Michigan and all that, you're gonna see like two 53-foot trailers behind each other.
Oh, okay.
So that makes it long like a kind of similar like a train kind of, but that's just on the turnpike where they do that at.
I never
You
heard
know,
of that term though. So learn
yeah,
something every day. You really do.
right, right.
Um. Okay. So, what would you say to someone who's going through a health challenge or feels like life has knocked them down? What would you say to them?
Well, you have to learn from what knocks you down. For one, you have to learn from what knocks you down. See, a lot of people always think like when you get knocked down, like it's like some type of punishment type deal. Like, nah, it's not that. It's just something in that area where you keep getting knocked down that you gotta You know what I'm saying? You got to keep grips on. You know what I'm saying? It could be relationships. It could be relationship with your kids or whatever it may be. You know, it'll keep repeating itself until you actually learn what's going on. So even with young truckers, I would tell them to slow down and just, yeah, stay off social media a little bit. Try to be out down the road. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got to focus on your craft. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't be out here exposing things. I mean, you can't when you don't even can't expose your own self. You know what I mean? So you have to sweep around your own front door.
Yeah. Yeah, and take care of your health. And
Right.
don't
Take
ignore
care of
any
your
of
health.
those signs that you get, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does the future look like for Javon Cobb and Gifted J3?
It's very promising. Looks great right now. I mean, I don't know exactly where that's going to take me. I just new life, new beginning. Um, yeah, just new everything. Travel, um, helping out other young drivers. Because, like I said, I'm a driver trainer. I told you I'm a teacher, so I do teach. Like I even used to sit at the yard and teach people how to back up. And for some reason, females are always like the ones that were good at driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like backing up and parallel
Because we
parking the
pay
trailer.
attention. Because we pay attention. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why. We're
yeah,
teachable.
yeah. Us men, we hard head. Like, yeah, I just get up on it and just do what I need to do. But yeah, women are more passionate with the drive part.
Yeah.
They might get nervous, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I should train some of them too. Like, and just that part of that, like driving part, they got it. You know what I'm saying? So can't knock that neither.
No.
Then I said, okay, let's do this stick shift now. Let's see how that works. You know what I'm saying? They did that too. So I was amazed with women drivers.
Yeah. There's some good ones out there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So before we close, the title of my podcast is Chasing the Yes. What does chasing the yes mean to you? And we about to wrap it up because I see you.
Chasing the yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, it means a lot to me. I mean, you have to chase the yes. You know what I'm saying? Because God gonna tell you when it's time for you to chase your yes and do what you need to do. You know what I mean? So it all functions with that. You gotta have God in your life too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read your Bible. You gotta learn an owner's manual of your life per se. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if you can't get that, then you can sit here be chasing. I got a buddy right now. He's a trucker at that, and he don't even know what to do. Like he's just out there. He's doing what he keep doing, but he's not chasing anything but the miles. He's not doing nothing for his life. He's not doing nothing for his own benefits. He be out on the road on birthdays, holidays, all the time. I mean, I did that too, but you gotta learn. You gotta learn stewardship somewhere.
I think that you being you're in a place to be an amazing example to a lot of people. And there's a lot of people that would literally be amazed by your story, be amazed by God's grace in your life, be amazed how calm you are because you're so super calm and scary sometimes.
Wow.
Um, but that's
Yeah, I get that a
beautiful.
lot too. I
Yeah,
do.
that's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so I have a bonus. I have a couple bonus questions. Do you feel like you got it in you? Like
Let's
three
get
more?
it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, come on.
All right. So, what's the funniest thing that ever happened to you as a trucker on the road? Like the funniest thing you could think of, Javon. The funniest thing.
The funniest thing. Wow. Let's see. Uh, Driving down the road. Uh, Let me see. The funniest thing. Is there anything funny out there? That's kind of hard to even grasp. I can't even think of nothing funny. Like,
Okay,
I
we'll
really
go to
can't.
the next one. Okay. What's one thing every truck driver should do to protect their health?
Um, get your refrigerator. Have your refrigerator in your truck. You go to wholesale market or somewhere, and you buy all your healthy foods from there, and leave that truck stop food alone. Period.
So you would say like meal prep your food, so you'll be able to
Right.
have you what you need healthily
Right.
to eat,
Yeah.
so you don't
Right.
have to eat the truck stop food all the time. You know what
All
I'm
the
saying?
time.
And really, it really is really moderation. You got to just pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you are going to have a meal, plan your meal. Like, okay, so on Thursdays, every Thursdays, I'm gonna go to this. You know what I'm saying? Or a restaurant that is good for me, but the rest of the days, I'll meal prep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or and it could be something that's good that you would like to eat or whatever. But listen to me, I ain't no
Right.
truck. I'm just saying.
I cook in my truck. I had a two eyes. I had all kind of stuff in my truck. You know what I'm saying? So it was set up like a little miniature apartment. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
had cooking stuff in there. Had my own little oil and things and all that. And so that's yeah. You can have a refrigerator. Can't be at the house.
Right, right. Okay, and then this the last one. What's one lesson trucking taught you that you'll never ever forget?
Okay. Uh, that I never ever forget. It taught me discipline. You know what I'm saying? It taught me discipline as far as just how I think and how I can process things. So more discipline for me.
Oh, your phone is
That
breaking
taught
up.
me. Mine
Your phone is breaking up. It's breaking up.
is it still breaking.
Yeah, like can't you're not
Okay,
focused.
I'm looking at all bars.
I
Yeah, I
don't
got
know.
all bars on my end. I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on, it might be. No, it can't be me because I'm not messing up. I don't know. It might be my internet. I don't know. Nah, it ain't my internet. Okay, now you coming back. You coming back. You coming back. Oh, you coming back.
All right,
Okay.
that's what's up.
So what you were saying again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, it just taught me discipline. I mean, I learned a lot of discipline with that. You know what I'm saying? Like how to manage myself in different ways, not the healthy way, but just to manage myself better now than the health thing that had to happen. You know what I'm saying? For me, it really kind of put all this together. Like, okay, like what I really learned in my career, how to drive in a truck.
When I see you going out, and I do got this last question, and it's really important. I got one more question, and you going out. Quit, devil. You will not. Okay, his. We gonna wait till you focus. We got some time. We gonna wait. It's gonna have to get it together. Father,
Can you still hear me?
we need you now. Yes, I can hear you, and you clear.
All
Yes,
right,
right.
all right,
So I have one. This is the last question. I promise. I know I said that a question before, but this really is the last question. If you had 1 minute to speak
all
to
right.
every trucker in America, if you had 1 minute to speak to every trucker in America, what would you say to them right now? If you had all of their attention right now.
All right. For one, I would say, you guys got to just kind of focus on your health, man. Don't ever put that aside. I know it's gonna be hard to kind of focus on that health. I know there's a lot of bad eating, bad foods out there, but you got to just focus on that, man. Cause you don't focus on that, and you really ain't got nothing else to focus on. You know what I'm saying? I don't see truckers died at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's just crazy. But anyways, just take care of your bodies. That's the only thing I can kind of tell y'all. Just take care of your bodies, bro. Like that's the main important thing.
Yeah, because if you don't have the good health, then you can't run them lows. You can't make that money. You're not able to do any of that.
Um, and you can be replaced just as
Yep.
quick. You can be replaced as just a quick. It's gonna make your head spin. You get replaced real quick.
Yeah. So if anybody wanted to get in contact with you, ask you questions, get advice, any of that, get in contact with you about Gifted J3, where can they contact you at?
Well, I haven't really started anything with that just yet. I mean, we can catch that on next go round. I can set something up so I can be contacted.
Well, you
I
always
mean,
gonna come back to
I can
Chasing
be
the
contacted on my Facebook
podcast.
page.
You always can come
Yeah,
back. You can
yeah,
always
that
come back.
too. And
When you get everything set
and on
up.
my Facebook page too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say that. I was
yeah,
gonna say that. Yeah. If they want to inbox you or
yeah,
something like that,
Facebook
they got
page.
questions or anything like that,
That's
they can inbox in. Yeah.
that's the best way. Yeah, that's the best way.
Well, you're
That'd be the
always
best way.
welcome. You're always welcome back here to Chasing the Yes podcast. You're always, always welcome. So I really appreciate you for coming and really giving us, your story and me learning some things that I didn't know. And the reason why I know is because I know him. So, but I'm really so happy that you came today. You really don't know how much of an inspiration you are to me as well because I know you and just how the Father has really blessed you and touched you in a major way. Literally, boom, touched you. So, you know, it's amazing. And I thank you so much for coming on. And we're gonna do this again. We're gonna rap again
Sure.
on here. We're gonna do this again.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much, Javon Cobb. I appreciate you. Gifted J3. Again, like he said, if you want to contact him, you can hit him up on his Facebook. Um, Listen, you got all my information at the bottom. Chasing the Yes. If you would like to be on the podcast, please hit me up. I have all my information at the bottom. Y'all have a great day. Be blessed.
Yeah.